Chris from Kensho Toyota, right?
Yep.
And we are driving one of Toronto's first plug-in hybrid Prius, which is called now the Prime, which is different from the old model that was just called a plug-in Prius.
Yep.
So the Prime has now more differentiation from the regular Prius by the front fascia is different, the
Yep.
rear design is different. So and inside, is it any different than the Prius?
This screen is different.
Specific only for basically for the
Yep.
Prime again. Now we're sitting inside the top of the line model, which is called the Prius Prime Upgrade. With a tech package.
Yes.
So the tech package gives you this bigger screen, basically, right?
Gives you the bigger screen, the heated Softex seats, the auto-dimming rear view mirror, rain-sensing wipers,
So
heads-up display.
oh, there is a heads-up display as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And intelligent clearance sonar and parking sensors.
So basically, it's the adaptive cruise, basically, right? Is it the adaptive?
No, it has that as well.
Okay.
But the intelligent clearance sonar aims to eliminate situations where people pull up to a store, then hit the gas and drive right into the store.
I see.
And
Okay.
it has the parking as well, parking assist.
Parking
So
assist. Wow.
It will parallel park or back in park.
Really? So both parallel
with
and
your
perpendicular.
assist-
Really?
Yeah, with your assistance.
Ah.
You just
Okay.
have to feather the brake.
Gotcha.
And it steers it in there.
Excellent. So yeah, so it's pretty sophisticated little car.
For sure. And wireless charging.
Ah, okay. So let's do it.
Depending on the phone and the case.
I think it worked once before. I know it did.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Charging wires at 50%. Okay, it works.
Awesome.
That's on the Samsung. So basically, just to also say that the base car starts at around 33.
Yep.
Then you have the upgrade around 35.
35.5.
And then by the time you're fully loaded with a tech package, it's around 38.
38.
And then of course there's other fees on top of it.
Yep.
The government rebate in Ontario is 7,000 for now.
$5, yeah.
And so basically, as it stands now, we compare the numbers compared with the base Prius. It's actually, this one is now cheaper because of the rebate.
Yep.
So it doesn't make, it makes sense basically to get the Prius Prime, and while the rebate is still available, you shouldn't wait too long, because who knows what's going to happen in June, right? So
that's right.
All right, so well, let's take it for a spin. So it's basically, we're here now. This shifter is same like with the other Prius is.
It'll always bounce back to the regular position and shows you on the screen in
The
green,
gear position. Then you have the G drive, neutral, reverse, but you also have the B, which gives you heavier regeneration, basically. So it kind of breaks. The regeneration is stronger, right?
It's, I believe, just engine braking.
So we'll
uses the engine to slow down like a manual.
The motor to slow down right? So okay.
Yep.
Perfect. And then so yeah, we were just going through different menus. This screen is specific to the hybrid and to the Prime as well. So we were going to show the other basically this is the info, right? Basically specific energy. So that's the energy flow. These are your statistics, right? So this shows you the battery and everything else. And then up there, you have different menus on the other screen. So it gives you your statistics of the energy usage, the average speed, the EV percentage driving ratio. Then you have the current available distance. So this car is equipped with approximately 7 kilowatt-hour battery, which as per Transport Canada estimate will give you up to 40 kilometers. This being a brand new car that has barely been or not driven at all, it shows a maximum EV driving distance of 35 kilometers, but with careful driving I'm sure the people will be able to do 40 or better.
Yep.
So
that's 8.8 kilowatts.
Okay. Oh, it is. It's better, but so maybe it's usable. Probably the usable is actually a little less, because they're keeping certain percentage of the battery for the hybrid use as well.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. So there's your Eco Diary. So there's again various displays specific for the plug-in Prius. And all right. So I think we're already in drive.
Yep.
So let's try it. Okay. Let's just wait until we have it clear there. And this is a new color as well for Toyota. This is called the titanium, I think you said, right?
Yep.
So and then it's not space red. What is it called? It's called hypersonic red.
Yep.
We just saw one. There's one in the showroom, and there was one that's just being delivered. Oh, somebody's doing it into reverse. A brand new plate as well. So what's the best way? Probably west,
Yep.
right? Because
Yep.
to avoid the traffic.
Yep.
Nice and quiet. So basically, yeah, we show that the estimated range is 35 without the climate. If we were to turn on the climate on auto, it'll go down 31. So it's not that such a huge difference. Obviously, it makes a difference,
Yep.
but not a huge one. And of course, if you is there like a remote app for the car that you can preheat the car remotely? Is there such a possibility?
Yes.
So it's
Through OnTune audio, Toyota's OnTune system. Well, I'm not sure if that is just States or Canada.
Oh, okay.
However, the charge system allows you to program not only when you charge it, but when it's ready. So you can have it charged, say, from 1 in the morning on, or you can have it ready.
And then it'll do backwards calculation on when to start the charging.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you want it ready at, say, 7 in the morning, it will be ready at 7 in the morning, and you can coordinate the climate control system to it. So it'll be warm or cool, whatever you're
Oh,
whatever
okay.
you
So
like.
you can basically preheat the cabin to be ready when you. Okay.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is that the phone app is available now in the U.S., but so most likely it should be soon available as well for Canada, I guess, right? So
Possibly.
yeah. Okay. So right now we're in EV Auto, so we can now, by using these buttons here, we can force it to be in EV
Straight EV.
straight
mode.
EV, yeah.
Yep.
EV mode basically right now, yeah. So it's EV on or EV off, and then it's EV Auto. There's the 3 modes, and then here we have also the different drives, right? Different kinds of modes.
Yep.
So we have the power mode, we have the eco mode, and you can see it on the main screen there. So power mode, eco mode, and the third one is normal.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to observe the two. So if this is the normal, we're now in pure EV mode, showing still a 30-kilometer distance with the climate on.
And then a right turn at the light that comes up.
So now the right turn, yeah, on. That was a warning. So the lane departure warning.
Yep.
So
Lane departure alert with steering assist. So it's part of Toyota's Safety Sense, which is 4 active safety technologies. Pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist, dynamic radar.
Oh, with steering assist, really?
Yep.
So we have to test it.
Dynamic radar cruise and auto high beams.
Okay.
And those are
A
standard.
lot of comes with a tech package, basically, right? Yeah.
That comes with almost every car we sell. A Corolla stick without air conditioning has those 4 safety features.
Crazy.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a green light, so we can do.
The Prius was redesigned in 2016. It got Toyota's new global architecture, so it now has a 4-wheel independent suspension and handles much better.
So to activate the cruise, this is the steering heat
Yep.
warmer. So that's gonna be on. Obviously, it's gonna use some more battery.
Yep.
But then so the cruise controls are somewhere here. Is it all in the
No, cruise is behind the wheel on the right side.
on here?
Right down there.
Oh, this is the. Oh, okay, gotcha. So cancel set, but you have to turn it on first. I'm guessing, right?
So the button on the outside of it turns it on.
Oh, this one here.
Yep.
Okay, and
And then
now.
on the steering wheel on the right, you have the distance control. So once you set the speed by pushing the
These ones here, right?
No, right here.
Oh, this one here.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So, but to set the speed, you have to press this button down to
Yeah.
set it, and then you can control the distance with this.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So let's set it at. We're setting it. Did I just set it? At 40. Or did I? What do we know?
Yep.
Okay, now it is.
So up here it tells you the system's on and that you've set it.
And what about the steer assist? It automatically comes on, or is it a separate function?
It's not steer assist, it's lane departure
Oh, lane
alert with steering assist. So if you're wandering out of your lane and you hit the markers, it will gently steer you back in.
I see. So okay, so it doesn't do
Very
the steering for you, but it just
Right.
it's a correct. It's kind of a steering
Exactly.
correction.
It's a
Okay,
corrective action.
gotcha.
And and all that can be turned on and off at your discretion.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my foot on the pedal just in case. With automatic braking, right?
Yeah, don't expect
Oh.
it. Yeah.
I will. Just in case I'll use it. Yeah. But so it's supposed to sense and it'll bring you to a full stop, basically, the system?
Yes
That's
and
a
no.
good question.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so the way the system works, it uses radar that's in the grille behind the Toad emblem and a camera that's in the windshield to determine if you're going to hit the vehicle in front of you. If it determines you are, it first brings the airbags and seatbelts to a heightened state of readiness. Then a big brake light will come on the dash, a buzzer will go off, and if you do nothing, it will hit the brakes hard.
Gotcha.
Don't guarantee it will stop the collision.
Yeah.
But it will
Gotcha.
greatly reduce the forces.
Gotcha. So it's part of the safety system. So
Yeah.
to accelerate and decelerate, you basically push it forward and
No, you push up to accelerate.
Okay, up. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. So up to 51.
And then down with decrease with coast.
I think I did it a little too much. And then so the B, to put it in the B mode, can you put it in B mode while you're driving, or you have to?
Only while you are in drive.
Uh-huh.
So B mode is right at the lights, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's for engine braking. So when you're going down a long, steep hill,
Mm-hmm.
it will use the engine to slow the vehicle down.
Okay. So it doesn't increase your regenerative braking. It's only works with the engine, not with the electric motor. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it basically you do it by pressing this. It doesn't stay that way. It it only works as when you're pressing it, basically.
No.
Oh, right now it's in B. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now if we take it back into
Over and down.
just up.
Yep. And over and up, over and down.
Oh, this way. This is new. This is neutral.
Over and down.
Down and down.
Over to the left and down.
Now we're in drive.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So that's right. So basically, the regenerative braking just happens by pressing the brake pedal.
Yep. Or coasting. Whenever you let off the gas, it will automatically regenerate.
And this is one of the most affordable plug-in hybrids right now. So it's and it's a Toyota, right? So it's known for its quality and etc. etc. So.
Absolutely. And it is the #1 selling plug-in hybrid vehicle in North America in the last year.
Yeah, in the U.S., you guys did very well with the plug-in Prius, and this car has double the battery and double the electric distance from the previous generation, so it should do very well.
It is. We're really excited about it.
So here we have the various displays. So now it's a split screen basically where you have the navigation, but you also have you can go and you can go and you can go full screen navigation. Yeah,
full screen,
perfect. Yeah, and then the other information is up on top. And then you can go through the statistics of each drive. It tells you how well you did, etc. etc. Yeah. So right now we're in normal. So I guess let's see what the power feels like. It's going to be interesting. Power mode and EV mode. So it shows both EV mode and power mode. Okay. Yeah. That's going to be interesting to see if it feels any different, any peppier in electric power mode.
Increases the throttle response, so I think you'll notice the difference.
Probably, yeah. So what's the horsepower rating on both the?
It was revised to 121 from 132 a couple of years ago, but you get full torque as soon as the electric motor.
Oh yes, I can feel a difference.
For sure.
Yeah, it feels peppier in the power mode.
Yep.
You could hear the electric motor. Very peppy. And there is throttle, like I said, the throttle response is much more intense. Like basically, you touch it and it goes.
Yeah. It also has a neat feature, a charge mode, so you can have the gasoline engine on charging the battery.
Ah, so when you on the highway you can recharge your battery. Then when you're in a city, you switch it. So there is how do you activate the charge mode?
So anytime.
Battery charge mode not available. Battery full. Because the battery has to be below a certain percentage.
80%, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. It's the same with my car. It has to be below 75 in order to even to have the charge hold mode.
Okay.
Hold state of charge. So it has to be below 75 to activate it. So it kind of makes sense. It only works below a certain percent. Right now the battery is still pretty full. So, but basically, so what will happen is that if you're below that 80%, then if you press that button, it'll activate the charge mode. It'll charge it back up to 100% pretty much.
I think it only takes up to
80, maybe 80. Okay. So you have to be below 80, and it'll charge it back up to about 80. So that's good enough in a city driving. It'll probably give you, instead of that 40 kilometers, it'll give you 30 kilometers or so.
Yep.
But that's good enough for city driving. So that's a good option to have with plug-in hybrids, I believe. Not all the plug-in hybrids have that. They usually have a hold state of charge, but they don't have the charge mode. So the charge mode is only available in just a few of the plug-in hybrids. So this is a very good option to have. I believe people will enjoy this, because when you're on a long-distance trip, sometimes you may not have time to plug in or no place to plug in, and this way you can charge it up, and then you get off the highway. I think it's just a question of time before we have the congestion zones just like they have in Europe.
Right.
So you'll be able to charge, basically drive in electric mode in the city, avoid the congestion charge. And then when you're on the highway, you can use the hybrid mode or charge mode. So obviously, when you're using the e-charge mode, the gasoline engine is going to use a little bit more gas. Lane departure again.
Yep. And then a nice feature buying from Ken Shaw Toyota is that we'll take responsibility for getting the $7,095 rebate.
That's very important. I was going to ask you that because I'm almost afraid to ask anymore, because most dealers apparently are not willing to do that. So I'm glad that you mentioned it, because that's a huge bonus. Because otherwise you might be waiting 6 to 9 months to get the check from the government.
That's right. And not only that, but say like in the numbers I gave you, it starts at $365
per month. Plus taxes.
If you don't have that rebate factored in, it's like a couple $100
more.
Oh yeah.
So basically, so this is a good thing to mention as well. So we run the numbers, zero down using only the rebate. For lease, the base car is about $365 per month plus tax.
Yep.
The top of the line, fully loaded, that we see here, it's around $450, $460, right?
Yep.
Per month. No, actually less than that. I think it was like $430, $439 or so. So the numbers are quite attractive.
And those numbers included the tax. I think it was $365 and $459.
That's it. Yeah. So these are, I mean, I really enjoy this upgraded interior, and the details of the tech package. The large screen is excellent. It's almost Tesla-like,
Yeah,
exactly. We're going into the Tesla territory with the size of the screen.
Yep.
It's very nice. Or a Volvo, or some of the others. So really has a nice upscale feel to it. And my phone is charging nicely here.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And the heated steering wheel is really great. I'm glad that they now did the dark here, because I think some of the original Prius, it was all white, so it was kind of very flashy. So now it's much more discreet.
The very first year, the upgrade model in tech was all white through here,
right.
And the steering wheel.
So that was a little bit too much.
And Toyota knew that it was a mistake because they had an applique for it before we had the car.
So now they did the right thing to switch it to kind of a more match the interior of the car.
Yep. In Japan, white is everything, and
that's why maybe.
That's the #1 selling car in Japan.
So,
and #2 is another Toyota hybrid, the Prius C, called the Toyota Aqua.
Oh yeah, it goes.
It goes.
I like really nice, peppy little car. In our range, we did quite a nice little round, and it still shows 25 kilometers with the climate on. So that's pretty impressive. Yeah. I think people have no issue going over 40 kilometers in this car, especially when the weather gets warmer, because obviously today we're in a fairly cold day in March. The temperature is just around 0 and probably -7 with the wind chill. So and a nice warm summer day without air conditioning, I think you should be able to reach into the 50s, probably around the 50-kilometer range. So.
Possibly.
Okay, so now can we try the auto park function? Will it work in somewhere here, or it needs a couple cars to work?
No, it should work.
Should work?
It's a bit persnickety, to be honest.
Okay.
But yeah, we can try it.
All right.
So it's the P button on on the dash, left of the steering wheel. On the dash.
On the dash, there is a P with the steering wheel. Yes. Okay, press it. Go forward.
So once it's for parallel parking.
Select mode. So press again. Back in parking.
Yep. So
Oh, this is not available. So maybe we should go forward and try again. Let's see. Stop here and let's see what happens. Maybe stop next to this car and then let's see. Maybe it'll use this car as a reference. So stop here, maybe. Let's try again. Parallel parking.
there you go.
Back in parking. Forward, yeah?
Yep.
So what happens now?
So they can just start, follow the direction, turn the wheel slightly to the left.
Oh, okay. Suspended. Steering wheel turned. Oh, because I touched the steering wheel.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
So press it again.
So press it again. Parking. Go forward. Go forward. Park assist in progress. Reverse. Shift to R. Yeah. Back up.
Yep, and fuzz the brake.
I'm always a little. I don't trust the systems.
Me neither. It's a bit tight to that vehicle, but we're okay. And you just have to stop it where you want it to stop.
Yeah, because you're basically so it steers for you, but you're still controlling the brake and the accelerator pedal.
Yep.
Okay, so we're thinking. There we go. It says park assist complete, and so we just. And we're done. Okay.
How cool is that?
Thank you very much. That was super cool. Thank you very much. It's a really nice high-tech car. And are they all pre-sold? Or do you actually have them in stock and they can be picked up anytime?
We have some in stock, ready
Fantastic.
to be picked up at any time. And
Excellent, because apparently in the States there's a waiting list in the States, so this one is available as well. So basically, as it is, you mentioned it's going to be around $450 plus taxes on a lease using the.
No,
using
$459
including tax for this fully loaded Prius.
Fully loaded Prius.
Wow.
Including tax and the rebate.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so that's great to hear. So, we'll definitely be in touch. I really thank you for your time.
All we need is a deposit, and we can start getting it ready for you.
Fantastic. So, and then it can be PDI and everything takes probably a couple of days, so you can basically drive this car within a couple of days.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Thanks again for your time.
You're
Pleasure.
wonderful.
Thanks very much.